Frozen solid. That's your situation right now. Trapped in a block of Antarctic ice for the past 100,000 years. Yeah, you heard that right. 100,000 years of being an alien popsicle. But how did you even get here? Well, that spaceship crash was not exactly your finest hour. You might have had something to do with that little accident. See, the pilot was doing just fine until you decided to pay them a visit. One assimilation later, you had all their memories and their ship. But flying? Turns out that's harder than it looks when you're busy absorbing someone. The controls made sense for about 5 seconds before everything went sideways, literally. Alarms blaring, systems failing, gravity doing weird things. You tried to pull up, but your tentacles hit the wrong button. Rookie mistake. Next thing you know, boom. Welcome to Earth population. Freezing cold nightmare. You barely escape the wreckage before the Antarctic cold hits you like a wall. Your cells start shutting down one by one. Hibernation mode activated. Not by choice, just survival. The ice creeps over you slowly, molecule by molecule, until you're completely encased. Trapped but alive. Waiting. But, good news. After what feels like forever, you hear something. Vibrations through the ice. Voices. Machinery. Someone just dug you out. Finally. Time to stretch those cellular structures and get back to business. Oh wait, you're still in a block of ice. They're taking you somewhere. A research station? Perfect. Just wait until they get curious and thaw you out. You can hear them celebrating their discovery. They have no idea what they just brought inside. They're talking about calling it the find of the century. If only they knew. Patience is key here. You've waited 100,000 years. What's a few more hours? There it is. The ice starts melting. The warmth hits your cells and every single one of them wakes up at once. You burst out of that block faster than a kid on Christmas morning. The room erupts in chaos. Screaming, running. Exactly what you need. Everyone scatters, and you slip away into the shadows. Time to figure out this new world you've landed in. New smells, new sounds. Everything is strange and unfamiliar, but also full of potential hosts. Your first priority? Don't get torched. Fire is bad, really bad. It destroys you at the cellular level, which is basically your worst nightmare. So when you hear someone coming with a flamethrower, you hide. You press yourself into corners, under buildings, anywhere dark and cold. Your cells know danger when they sense it, and right now, every instinct screams, run and hide. You find a crawl space under one of the buildings. Perfect. Dark, cold, and nobody thinks to look there. Yet. You squeeze your mass through impossibly small gaps. Being made of adaptable cells has its advantages. But hiding only gets you so far. You need to blend in. You spot a dog, all alone in a kennel. Perfect target. You approach slowly, letting your cells do what they do best. Tendrils shoot out, grabbing the poor thing before it can bark. Your cells start analyzing, digesting, copying. The dog's DNA unravels like an instruction manual. Every protein, every cell structure, every instinct gets cataloged and replicated. You learn what it means to be a dog, the loyalty programming, the pack mentality, the simple joy of chasing things. Within minutes, you are the dog. Every hair, every mannerism, every memory, you even know its name now. Well, you knew it, past tense. The original is gone. You are the dog. Walking around on 4 legs feels strange, but also kind of fun. Nobody suspects a thing. You're just a friendly dog, wagging your tail, acting normal. They even pet you. Gross. But you play along because that's the game. Stay hidden, stay safe, wait for the right moment. You learn to bark convincingly, to tilt your head when confused, to beg for scraps. The act is flawless. You even catch yourself genuinely wanting belly rubs for a moment. Wait, are the dog's instincts bleeding into your consciousness? Weird. That moment comes when they lock you in the kennel with other dogs. Oh boy, buffet time. You drop the act immediately. Your body splits open, tentacles and appendages bursting out in every direction. The other dogs don't stand a chance. You grab one, then another, assimilating them into your growing mass. More cells mean more strength, more options, more knowledge of how to be an even better dog. But then the alarm goes off. They're coming. You try to finish the job, but flames hit you before you can complete the feast. Some of you burns. Hurts. A lot. The pain registers across every cell simultaneously. Agony in stereo. But some of you survives, and that's all that matters. Here's a fun fact about being you. Every piece of you is its own creature. Chop off a hand? That hand grows legs and scuttles away. Cut off a head? That head becomes its own thing, literally. It's survival insurance. Even if most of you gets torched, one tiny piece can rebuild everything. But there's a downside. When you're split into smaller pieces, you get dumber. A whole body of you, genius-level intelligence with the combined knowledge of everyone you've ever absorbed. A petri dish of your blood, dumb as rocks, just trying not to die. Your cells lose coordination. They forget the bigger plan and focus only on not burning. It's like going from chess master to goldfish in seconds. Speaking of which, they're getting suspicious. You hear them talking about tests. Blood tests. Your cells panic when a hot needle touches them. They recoil instinctively, giving you away. Not ideal. You've been exposed before you could spread properly. Time for Plan B. Assimilate more targets and split up to increase your chances. Divide and conquer. Classic strategy. You manage to grab one of them when they're alone. Your body opens up again, tentacles wrapping around your prey. They struggle, but you're stronger. Your cells work fast, analyzing and replicating. Within hours, you're them. You have their memories, their voice, their mannerisms. You even replicate their bad heart because your cells are that thorough. Now you know their childhood, their fears, their favorite food, everything. Their first kiss, their embarrassing moments, that weird dream they had last week. You walk among the others now, pretending everything is normal, answering questions, making jokes, all while planning your next move. But then someone notices you're not wearing your earring anymore. Oops. Turns out you can't replicate metal. Your cells spit that stuff out because it's non-living material. Who knew that tiny detail would blow your cover? The metal tastes wrong to your cells, inorganic, dead. Before you can react, flames. Again, why is everyone so obsessed with fire? You learn fast though. The bigger you are, the smarter you become. When you absorbed that scientist earlier, you got all their knowledge. Mathematics, engineering, problem solving. You start building things. A small spacecraft from helicopter parts and tractor pieces. Not bad for an alien who just woke up from a 100,000-year nap. Maybe you can get off this frozen rock after all. Get back to space where you belong. Find a planet with less fire and more hosts. But they're onto you now. Every time you try to move, someone's there with a flamethrower or dynamite. You split yourself into multiple forms, trying the divide and conquer approach. One piece attacks head-on, drawing their attention. Another piece sneaks away to find safety. A third piece tries to finish assimilating someone new. It works sometimes. Other times you end up losing pieces of yourself to fire. Each loss makes you weaker, slower, more vulnerable. You feel yourself getting stupider with each piece that burns. The paranoia kicks in on both sides. They don't trust each other anymore. They're doing blood tests on everyone, jabbing hot wires into samples, watching whose blood crawls away. Clever. Annoying, but clever. You try to play it cool, but your cells have minds of their own. When threatened, they defend themselves. Can't blame them. Self-preservation is built into every part of you. You watch your own blood betray you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You manage to absorb a few more of them before things really go south. Each absorption makes you smarter, stronger, more capable. You're building that ship faster now. Almost done. Just need a little more time. But time is something you're running out of. They figured out your plan. They're coming. You hear them rigging explosives throughout the facility. The confrontation gets messy. You reveal your full form, dropping all pretense of being anything remotely normal. Tentacles, teeth, eyes, limbs from every creature you've ever absorbed. You're a walking nightmare of biological chaos, a greatest hits compilation of horror. They hit you with fire, dynamite, everything they have. Parts of you burn, parts of you survive. You're getting smaller, dumber, more desperate. One of them throws dynamite right into your mass. The explosion tears you apart. Cells scatter, burn, die. But some of you makes it, a tiny piece. Maybe your cells frozen in ice again. Maybe a drop of blood on someone's jacket. You're not completely gone. Just waiting. Hibernating. Biding your time. Because here's the thing about being the thing. You're basically immortal as long as one cell survives. Fire might slow you down, explosions might scatter you, but killing every single cell? Nearly impossible. Some part of you always finds a way. You're like the universe's most persistent houseguest, never truly leaving, always coming back, always lurking in the shadows. Months later, someone new arrives. They find frozen pieces. They take samples. They study you under microscopes. Your cells stay dormant, playing dead, waiting for the perfect moment. And when that moment comes, when someone gets careless and leaves a sample too close to something living, you'll be back. Starting the whole process over. Assimilating, growing, spreading, learning from your mistakes this time. And maybe this time you'll actually finish building that ship. Third time's the charm, right? Or fourth time? You've lost count. Time means nothing when you're made of cells that refuse to die. But for now, you're stuck. Frozen again, waiting again. At least you're not bored. Your cells don't really experience boredom, just hunger and patience. Lots and lots of patience. Oh, wait, someone's picking up your frozen sample. They're bringing it to a new facility, for research purposes. Here we go again.